Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, the oneclick.info. So, today I'm diving deep into one of the most life-changing books I've ever read, Atomic Habits by James Clear. And trust me, this isn't your regular self-help stuff. This is real practical wisdom that can totally change the way you live your life. Not by asking you to become someone new overnight, but by helping you become 1% better every single day. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and let's go on this powerful journey together. So, what's the big idea behind Atomic Habits? The core message is simple but powerful. Tiny changes make a big difference over time. We often think we need to make massive, dramatic changes to transform our lives. But James Clear says it's the small things, the atomic habits, that shape who we are. Imagine improving just 1% every day. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but over a year, that can lead to a transformation that's truly remarkable. It's about consistency, not intensity. Now, James breaks habits down into a really helpful model. He calls it the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Let's break this down, and I'll walk you through it with real-life emotions and relatable stories so you can feel how it works. First up, make it obvious. Our brains are wired to take the path of least resistance, so if a habit isn't right in front of us, we usually forget about it. James tells us that cues trigger habits. For example, if you want to start reading more, leave a book on your pillow every morning. When you go to bed, the book's right there. That tiny visual cue helps your brain connect bedtime with reading. It's so simple, but it works. This is the power of making your environment work for you, not against you. Next, make it attractive. Let's be real. We're way more likely to stick to habits that feel good. That's just how we're built. So instead of forcing yourself to do something boring, find a way to pair it with something you love. This is called temptation bundling. Like, listen to your favorite podcast only while going for a walk. Over time, your brain starts associating the walk with pleasure. Suddenly, it's not a chore, it's something you actually look forward to. Third is, make it easy. And wow, this one really hit me. Because so many of us think that to make a habit count, it has to be hard. We go all in on day one, push ourselves too much, and then burn out. But James says, just show up. Make it so easy that you can't say no. Want to start working out? Begin with 2 minutes a day. Just put on your shoes and step outside. That's it. Because the truth is, once you start, you build momentum. Habits form when they're easy to do, not when they're hard. Finally, make it satisfying. This is about giving your brain a reward. Our brains are reward-hungry machines. So if a habit doesn't feel good right away, we're likely to ditch it. Track your habits on a calendar. Cross off each day you do it. That little X becomes a visual celebration. It feels good. You'll want to keep the streak going. That's how you build consistency. Now, here's the emotional heart of the book. James says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Just let that sink in for a second. Every time you go for a walk instead of watching TV, that's a vote for the kind of person who values health. Every time you choose to write for 5 minutes instead of scrolling your phone, that's a vote for the person who's a writer. You're not just building habits, you're building identity. And this changed everything for me. Because we often chase goals. I want to lose weight. I want to get rich. I want to write a book. But goals can fail us. They're temporary. What matters is who you become. If you focus on becoming the type of person who shows up, who tries, who cares, the results will follow. James also talks about how to break bad habits. And no judgment here, we all have them. He explains that bad habits stick because they follow the same 4 steps, but in reverse. They're obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. So the trick is to do the opposite. Make the bad habit invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Want to stop wasting time on social media? Remove the app from your home screen. Log out. Make it harder to access. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer triggers. There's also this amazing metaphor in the book, the story of the ice cube. Imagine an ice cube sitting on a table in a cold room. The temperature rises. 25 degrees, 26, 27, nothing happens. You keep going. 28, 29, 30, 31, still nothing. Then suddenly, at 32 degrees, the ice melts. That 1 degree made all the difference, but all the degrees before that, they weren't wasted. They were part of the process. They were necessary. That's exactly how progress works. You might feel like nothing's changing, but keep going, because the breakthrough is coming. The book also dives into the idea of systems versus goals. This is so important. Goals are about results, like losing 10 pounds or publishing a novel. Systems are about the process, like going to the gym or writing 500 words a day. James says, don't obsess over goals. Focus on building better systems, because systems are what stick. You fall to the level of your systems, not rise to the level of your goals. This blew my mind. One of the most emotional parts of the book is when James shares his own story. He had a terrible accident in high school. A baseball bat hit his face, and he suffered a traumatic brain injury. His recovery was long and difficult, but he didn't rebuild his life through massive leaps. He rebuilt it one habit at a time. He started slow, and look at him now, best-selling author, helping millions. His story is proof that tiny changes, practiced daily, can lead to incredible transformation. James also emphasizes how environment shapes behavior. If you want to eat healthy, keep fruits on the counter. If you want to practice guitar, leave it out where you can see it. Make your surroundings cue the habits you want. Don't rely on motivation. Rely on smart design. Let's talk about habit stacking. This is a goldmine tip. You take a habit you already have and stack a new one on top of it. Like after I brush my teeth, I'll journal for 1 minute, or after I make my bed, I'll meditate. It makes building new habits feel natural, like they're already part of your routine. And of course, there's the idea of never missing twice. You'll miss a habit sometimes. That's normal. Life happens. But James says, don't let one missed day become two. Missing once is a mistake. Missing twice is the beginning of a new habit, the wrong one. So forgive yourself. Then get back on track. This advice is like a warm hug. It's gentle. It's real. The final part of the book is about mastering the long-term game. James talks about how habits should evolve with you. What works today might not work forever. And that's okay. You're allowed to outgrow your systems and reinvent yourself. He also shares the idea that success is about doing the boring things consistently. The winners in life aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who show up, even when it's boring. In the end, Atomic Habits isn't just about habits. It's about hope. It's about reclaiming your power. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. You just have to get 1% better every day. And that's something all of us can do. So take that first small step today. Vote for the person you want to become. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, what's one tiny habit you're going to start today? Until next time, keep growing, and remember, you are just one small step away from a completely different life.